Good evening. We are a little bit behind, so I'm not going to waste your time with any lighthearted conversation. We're going to jump right into it. Let's go ahead and meet our K-Knights, shall we?
Hello there. I'm playing Jason. I'm really excited for this game, and I'm going to be excited to just see how things progressed while we were away.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, ready to see what's gonna happen. Get the show on the road and yeah, do things.
Boy, do we have some fun stuff in store tonight. Excited to see how this goes, whether we lose our minds or come out of this better people.
Isaiah. I can't talk about my family or they'll be killed apparently. So that's all from me.
He's fine. As a brief reminder, for all of our tabletop games and all of our tabletop streams and the actual plays, sound alerts will be disabled. We won't be able to hear them. There will be no message up in the corner that shows that you did anything with the channel points. So we advise you to save them just for our focus and our immersion for the time being. I'm not sure if they still play on Twitch itself, though I'm sure I'm looking at someone who's probably about to test it. But we'll see. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Let's jump into today's episode of Book of Saints. Now, normally this is where I ask for a recap. However, it's been 2 weeks since we've seen you last, as we've all had some interesting things happen in our lives. We've all had busy past couple weeks. So for now, I'll give you a brief rundown of what we had happen last time we saw our saints. Our pack, having discovered a profane ritual that was under development in the back of the Book of Nod that was passed down by their previous pack priest, began assembling their necessary ingredients. Victor spoke with his grandsire and requested that he partake, as the ritual required a level of oblivion that he had not yet achieved. Alfonso denied this. He would not be doing anything for this pack, aside from teaching. As he was not of it, he thought it was important that the pack relied on their own skills, their own abilities, and their own power. Our pack will be growing closer together, and tonight we join them 4 days later. We've had some time to gather materials, we've had some time to heal, we've had some time to learn. Victor, you weren't far off from gaining what you need. Believe now you are ready to undertake this venture. But this is where we join our pack tonight. 4 nights from last we saw them, materials gathered. Now I'm curious though. We are joining in the middle of the night. You've already risen. You've already slaked your thirst if you need to. But for brevity and for clarity, let's check in on them. Gentlemen, how have you been? What have you gathered? Are you hungry? Did you feed? Where do we find you? Floor is open.
Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say this. We're hungry as fuck. But of course we fed over the 4 nights. So we're not hungry right now. But I think our main goals were what? To get representations for the ritual, go for wood, stakes, reputations for each angel, maybe some mosaic pieces. What's that stained glass stuff that you see on churches?
Stained glass.
Oh, yeah, that. He said with the religious people on it.
Mosaics.
Did I say that?
You said stained glass.
Let's see. Oh man. But yeah.
Excellent. So, we have confirmation from you, TREY, that you fed. How much?
Just enough to get me to 1. I've realized that you know, without some spiciness to the blood, that I can't go below 1. So
Understood.
Spiciness to the blood.
TREY, what have you gathered for this ritual?
mainly the word and some mosaics.
Excellent. Who else has contributed? Who else can we check in on? Floor is open, gentlemen.
So, for my part, over the last 4 days, it would have been just feeding enough to get by, and then healing and training to make sure that I am ready and prepared to take others with me into oblivion under Alfonso's tutelage.
Understood.
But tonight, I would have dropped myself to 0, as this requires a lot of rousing of the blood to do as many times as it's going to be required.
Understood.
Oh, if that's the case, yeah, I'm sure he probably would have told us. Can we manage to get a few, I guess blood dolls, they call them, body bags for you?
As long as they stay upstairs and don't come down here, because they're going to freak out.
Another task added to the list to be completed over these 4 days. So, Jason, Wesley.
Wes spent these last few nights patrolling ever since the incident at the bar. Make sure that the other people, TREY and the rest can get like the stuff ready for the trials while he keeps an eye on things.
Understood. You encounter Nosferatu, Wesley. Not hostile.
I show them.
They seem to be the lingering effects of those left after your monomacy. They're helpful, in a way. Provide you information, should you ask.
I would have. Or like threatened.
You're being watched. Not just by them, but your movement is being reported by agents on the street. Mortals and kindred alike are keeping their eye out for you. Fiorenza has taken the threat to her domain very seriously.
I'd report that back to Victor and everyone, since we're equals in a sense. And I'd spare those Nosferatu as a thanks for the information, even though I threatened them for it.
Excellent. How are you doing hunger-wise tonight, Wesley?
I would have completely fed to 0 knowing that the trials are coming. So I would have. I'm no longer plucking off random people on the street, like in the alleys. I'm more so waiting for people that like some dude to go take a whiz in the alley. That's who I go after, not just some guy that's already in there, because I keep doing that and accidentally getting high.
Understood. Jason, what you been up to these past 4 days?
Well, over the past few days, well, one of the first things I made sure that my ghouls were finally completely fed. My ghouls completely. And each night I make sure that they are watching over our little investment over at was it the club? Just make sure that it's all safe there. And besides that, for myself personally, was helping find more materials. Just made sure that we had everything in case any pickups came up. Specifically, made sure we had the stakes and looked around if just assisted with finding gopher wood as well.
Understood. Jason, your hunger level tonight.
I made sure to find a little guy on the side street and turn him dry.
Excellent. So, I'll ask you, Saints, what have you gathered tonight? Floor is open. If someone has a comprehensive list, you've had 4 days to gather materials and NOS are at your disposal.
So we got multiple stakes of gopher wood. One for each person that's going through the ceremony. Blood dolls as necessary. If any of us have touchstones in the city, I know for me, I don't. But they're going to die tonight. So we're wrapping them up, kidnapping them, taking them hostage, whatever, to feed whenever see fit. As well as the mosaics and the idols for the representation of who was it? Michael, Uriel, help me out, Saints. Gabriel. There's one more.
Michael, Uriel.
Raphael, right?
Raphael. Yeah.
Raphael?
Yeah, because the 4 arcs are Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel.
Yeah.
I said it, but I was muted. I'm sorry.
That's a church one.
He did the sun. He did the sun thing.
We already have the book and nod for the word and Papa Victor for the oblivion, for us to embrace oblivion. Our counters are covered at the club. I think we're all set.
Excellent. You have materials. You have blood dolls. I'll say this for you, Saints. It wasn't easy. It wasn't a walk in the park. You encountered some Camarilla issue here and there. Nothing that you couldn't handle. It wasn't outright war. They're being smarter about this now. Unlike you, they are not keen to kill in the streets. They're not keen to be seen. They're not exactly willing to break their traditions. So they flee when you find them. They hide when you go to attack. But they're becoming more active. Something is changing. They feel like something is coming. Perhaps they know there's another step to be taken. Where do we find you all right now, in this moment? Floor is open.
Well, I imagine Edge is Trey
Playing
is
God of War.
probably.
Yep. Playing God of War. No,
Trey is
Got it.
probably preparing the ritual. I would be with Alfonso, just making sure any last minute tweaks that need to be made to what I'm doing or how I'm doing it are ironed out.
And
I'd say Wes is at like the nearest bar, grabbing a bite of normal mortal food, one last taste of normalcy before the trials begin.
I'd be with West, just watching over him, not splitting us up. Figure I might as well spend a little bit more time with the kid since.
Well,
It's been a while
let's.
since we've just hanged out.
Let me call these fools up. God damn it! I told them 15 minutes. That's all, and they fucking go to a bar.
Burger takes
15
10,
minutes.
dog.
What's Monique and Hannah doing?
Their last minute preparations, gathering anything that may need done. They're counting up blood dolls, taking stock of the situation, taking inventory basically. Trey sitting next to you is Victor's ghoul playing God of War. He says, "I don't know how you're gonna reach him. One of them doesn't have a fucking phone, so."
I'll call the one that does, I guess.
Jason.
Well, I
Ring.
noticed my phone kind of picked up.
Wes is eating peanuts and drinking beer.
I'm gonna kind of lean away from Wes so that it has a little better connection. Yep. Hello.
Where the fuck are y'all at?
Oh, we're currently at a. Yeah, I can't read that name. A bar just on a little west side. About
I said 15
from
minutes.
the church.
20
Oh.
minutes ago. What the
You know
hell?
what? Some time kind of passed. I didn't really notice there. Hey, West. Yep.
Huh? Yeah, this was good.
We kind of need to go.
Oh, yeah, we can go. I can
Just
take this
it
bottle
to
to go, right? I can
Yeah,
go.
just take it to go. All right, yeah, we'll be on our way. Yeah. Sorry about that.
They don't care about
razor blades.
Oh, fine.
Click.
As you hang up the phone, Trey, a controller is handed to you. He says, "Fair's fair. I died." Or are you guys getting started now?
Oh, well, yeah, wait for these two to get back. So, yeah.
So he starts to withdraw the controller. He says, "So you."
No, give me that.
Oh, okay.
I'll beat this for you. Don't worry.
No. Listen, all right. The problem with your speed and such is the game doesn't react as fast. You have to slow the fuck down.
No, the problem is you
Human
put too
thumbs.
much emphasis on defense, and you need to put it on offense. All right, I gotta swap all this fucking gear out.
Look, we've all seen Kratos do offense, but that's what Atreus is for in this game. He's gonna be the new young buck. That's why we have to focus on defense.
He has a fucking bow.
That's fine. Rangers are good,
Next
dude.
thing you gonna tell me, fucking Legolas is better than Gimli? Yeah, fucking
Well, I mean,
dweeb.
accuracy and don't start. Don't fuck with my save file. Matter of fact,
The other
We'll see
room,
who
Victor
wins
would yell,
this.
"I've actually seen that one. Legolas is."
Whatever. Damn it.
I want to get some insight from you, Saints. 4 days have passed. The Valkyrie is in full effect. How does everyone feel about this ritual? What is the blood and the rites that you've undertaken so far? What does that tell your pack mates? Are you apprehensive? Are you concerned? Are you scared? Floor is open.
Victor would be excited for the ritual itself. The only part that would concern him is the possibility of accidentally leaving one of his packmates in oblivion to be lost forever. But that's why he's training. That's why he's training. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Honestly, kind of very apprehensive and nervous. He is excited, but it's very. There's a definite undercurrent of nervousness about the whole prospect.
Understood. Wesley, Trey.
Yeah. I would say I am scared um with how the ritual is and being torpored and thrown into oblivion and bled to almost frenzy. Uh there's a lot that could go wrong. But I am excited for the next level of companionship that the pack will have.
Wesley.
This is a bit doubtful. Not of the trials, but like he's like, man, we should be fighting the Camarilla. What are we doing with this whole trying to like cement ourselves? Like, let's eliminate the threat first.
This is what you all feel. Some apprehension, some excitement. There's an urge to keep your packmates comfortable. To ensure that they know that you got their back. Everything's going to be alright. Now I want to ask you personally. Your packmates won't feel this. This is in this moment. Right now. With it being so close. What do you all feel? What are your private thoughts in this moment? Possibly your last private thoughts.
Victor, having been blood bonded for so long already, kind of gave up on trying to hold stuff back from his pack. So what he felt is what he feels.
Understood. Who else?
In the very center of all of it is the correct choice to leave the family and come here.
Who else?
I'm reciting passages of cleansing and purging the both the non-believers and the so-called believers that blaspheme in his name. After tonight, all will be cleansed.
Excellent.
West wants to win a war.
Understood. Gentlemen, time passes. Wesley and Jason, eventually you make your way back home. All of you know that Felix is gone. Felix has taken the opportunity to take the opening you provided him. He's not present. Tonight is a night for your pack. Felix is gone. The Nosferatu do not show themselves. The only one left who is an outlier is Alfonso. And Hannah, if you choose to make them undergo this process. We join you, Victor. Alfonso is helping you set up the area. Are you prepared?
I believe I am.
Do you think your pack will survive?
I believe in their strength. But I don't know if they will be the same on the other side. For better or for worse, that will be seen when we get there.
Mashenka's theories were correct, then I'll come out stronger, better. I look forward to seeing what changes may happen with you, Victor. I'll confer with the nurse. And be sure you aren't interrupted tonight.
Thank you.
Think of it as a last kindness. I'll be departing this city shortly. Just want to make sure that it's left in good hands.
We'll do our best to reclaim what should have always been ours.
Nods. There's no hug. There's no hand on the shoulder. Just a nod, and then he departs. Eventually, all of you are home. Wesley, Jason, you walk through the door. You see a new video game is on the television screen. Your scene.
Wes internally screams, knowing he can't play it.
That's how you fucking do it.
Looks fun.
You got lucky.
Oh shit! I mean, come on. Here, you take it back.
You were
I
playing
wanna
with
beat the
defense
fucking
build.
game
I'm just
for you.
saying. All right, yeah, no, couldn't beat the game for me. You know, you're bad.
What up? Is Wesley with you? Or- Not Wesley. Jones. Fucking Jason.
Yeah, he's there behind me. What the fuck, man?
A bunch of different names there.
Alright.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Sure. Ready as I think I'm gonna be.
Alright.
You ready?
Let's go see what if the rest of them are good to go. We get this show on the road.
Are they in the basement?
Yeah, everything's in the basement.
Let's go.
We'll make our way to the basement.
Make your way down. Victor, Monique, and Hannah are already there. Take some narrative control, gentlemen. What's the scene look like?
So you got you got bowls and what they call apothecary type stuff, containers around. You got bowls, where eventually, blood is going to be. You got some tied up people. Oh, you want them up top, right, Senpai? Okay, well, they're not here, but we dragged them up earlier and stuff.
They're upstairs, tied to chairs, and we'll bring them down for the individual to kill their specific touchstone in their frenzy.
Yeah. For the most part, everything is cleared out except for what we need: the book, the platform for the ceremony,
the chalice,
the chalice
that we'll add to,
everything we need for the votary, which I will probably enter last as to complete the votary, to grab everybody's blood as they go in. So,
second to last.
Yeah, second to last, because you have to do the oblivion ceremony, of course. But yeah.
So, any significant mortals that are tied up upstairs?
Yes.
Yes.
Victor would have brought his touchstone, Miguel Sands.
Anyone else?
My touchstone, Miss Maria Hernandez, would be there.
My touchstone, Joshua Grand. Be up there.
And my touchstone, Cynthia Gutierrez.
Excellent. There are 2 others. You don't know their names. Scene is yours, gentlemen. In this moment, you have narrative control. You may do what you need for last minute preparations. You may have final discussions. And you may begin.
Everybody
All right.
ready?
Are you?
I am.
I'm ready.
All right. Well,
Yeah. All right. I think I'm ready too.
This will be
I think.
big one. This will hopefully connect all of us, making us truly one, uniting all of us under the same banner. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's become a family. Let's do it.
I'm gonna get everybody gathered, so they're kind of like encircled around the pieces, and first step is bloodletting, draining the blood of the body. And as I do that, I'm gonna read the book of Nod, and gather kind of the usual Voldery. After that, staking of individuals with the gopher wood, with the exception of Papa Victor. He's gonna have to ride it out without the stake, as he's our only lifeline to the real world. So if you go fucking crazy, we're all dead. All right.
So the Valdery is completed once more. You drink from
The
one.
Voldery will be completed at the end of it.
I thought it was whoever survives or comes out the other side normal adds their blood to the chalice, correct?
That's fair. Yeah, let's do it that way. That's why you're senior. So yeah.
Of the blood of those who survive, the victors, the strong, those who shall serve Cain.
Are we doing it all together, or are we doing it one at a time? I figured one at a time.
Depends how long can you keep it open. Is it easily walkable through? Can we like stake people and drag people?
I'm going to grab one person, go in for however long is needed, and then come out and then grab the next. It's not a door, as it sounds like in your head. It's not a door.
And everybody gets their own personal ritual. And you better hope that Papa Victor survives, or we're all gone. We're lost. So yeah, we could do it that way.
Oh, you better good, Papa, or we're all fucked.
Make sure Derek
Okay.
knows to bring down uh, who needs to be fed when the time comes. Because some of us might not have the retention to kill the right person.
Understood. Continue, Trey. You are the most intimately familiar with this ritual.
Oh, God damn it.
Leave this up to you.
All right. So first up first, right? Wesley. Well, volunteers. All right, Wesley, come here.
Sure, yeah, fuck it.
We're gonna do you first. Bloodletting. We're draining your blood. All right, don't scream. You want to be put down first, or you want me to do it live?
Whichever one you're supposed to do.
All right. I'll stake you. It'll be easier. I'll stake you. Do some bloodletting. Papa Victor, go ahead, take him. I'm reciting shit from the Book of Nod, his clan verses,
Calm
and then
down.
I'm good. I'm just and as you take Wesley, we'll just go down the line, hitting them as you teleport them to oblivion. I'll get started on Jason, and then so on and so forth until I'm the last, until it's me and you left. Yeah.
I'll stake myself. Just hand me the stake. I'll stake myself.
Okay, fucking weirdo. There you go.
All right, thank you.
So, let's get a count of the torport.
Well, only one person should be torport at a time.
So that
At
is. Go on.
At the end of it, it would be just Papa Victor, not Torport. The only one not Torport.
Would we not have everybody come to do their feeding and then add their blood to the chalice?
Once everybody is out of oblivion, yeah.
Ah,
How is Torpor Victor supposed to?
I'm not
Do
going to be
the-
torport.
So you're gonna be awake during your ritual then?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Excellent. So, again, gentlemen, this is your ritual. Trey, you are most familiar with this. Take control. What happens? What is said? Who goes first? What is done?
Yeah. It happens one by one. Verses are spoken. I don't have verses to speak, but verses are spoken for each individual clan. Their Torport sent into oblivion one by one
Who is
to
first?
suffer the West is. Or Jason.
Jason. So, you are staked, Jason, by your own hand, from what it sounded like. You are fully in the care of your pack. Victor, I believe it is your step next. What do you
So
do?
we would have dimmed the lights in the basement so that there were plenty of shadows large enough to cover me, and set the circle up in one of the said shadows. After his blood has been let, he has been staked. I will walk up, place my hand on his chest, and take as firm a grip as possible, and proceed to use Shadow Step to
Please,
enter into oblivion.
please detail Shadow Step. Make your appropriate rolls. Your blood is let, Jason. How much, gentlemen? How much blood do you spill from him?
Yes, 4 to 5 dots of fucking blood of hunger. Mechanically speaking, 5. It's on the verge of frenzy.
So, Jason, you're brought to the brink. You feel precious vitae leave you. You are staked. You feel the urge to move. Mechanically speaking, you can spend a willpower to flick a finger, close your eyes, open your eyes, do what you need with small movements. You can feel yourself already in fear. You can feel yourself already fighting the beast as it rises very quickly to the surface. They've stolen from you, Jason. Your blood is no longer yours. This is betrayal. You're panicking. They've taken it. And your beast isn't happy. You need to feed. You need to feed now. You need to get out of this. You need to somehow move the stake. You need to somehow free yourself and feed. Victor, the result of your roll.
So all it is the rouse check. Do you want the description or the system?
Let's have both.
Stepping into a nearby shadow, the user disappears, only to reappear from the same or another further away. Whether they enter the labyrinth or merely pass along its surface is a source of conjecture among many Lasombra and Hakata. But the spiritual damage with which they can emerge implies they are touching something foul as they use this power. System-wise, the vampire must enter a shadow large enough to cover them and emerge from another one a turn later. The target shadow must be within sight, though it can be perceived through mystical means. We're not doing that. It is possible to bring another through the passage, but unless the person is willing, there must be a grapple roll. And if a stain is incurred as a result of using the power, the passenger would also receive one. As for the result of the rouse check, it was a fail.
Any stains I should know about?
I believe stains are only for critical failures or critical successes.
That is correct. So, no stains to speak of. You see his eyes open. They're straining to dart around the room. What happens next, gentlemen? Jason, you have no control.
The shadow would engulf us as we descend into oblivion. And can I see or feel his panic through the blood bond we already share?
Oh, without a doubt. This would be a terrifying experience.
Can I try to reach out to him to tell him with my own emotions, to calm him? Try to.
You may. I need a composure. I'm going to call this composure and leadership.
We gonna rouse the blood. Okay, that one was a success. Four successes with a bestial failure sitting.
4 successes. Jason, Victor, you descend into the oblivion. Jason, there's a calmness, just a sliver of hope as Victor is with you. You don't see, you don't feel, can't hear. Strain your eyes though they might, you see nothing. You hope he's still there. This hasn't been some trick, some cruel joke, some play against the Hakata, perhaps. Were you tricked, Jason? Were you fooled into brotherhood? Stolen away from your family? Only to be killed here and now? These thoughts press into your mind, Jason. Lack of control and fear. A small sliver of hope. Trey, what happens next for Jason? What does this ritual entail?
To last through oblivion as Cain did. He'll wait there, and upon the return of Victor. Once Victor returns, he'll take all of us out, and from there we'll complete the votary. That is, if he hasn't gone mad or died somehow in the process. But he just lays there in total darkness.
Excellent. Jason, walk me through. What's going through your mind?
What's going through my mind? Fear. A lot of fear. Fear. Lots of fear. I've read about this place. I know what we are doing. I know that things are down here. I know bad things are down here. And honestly, I don't know how much I can trust the people I'm with, but I know I have to trust them. I'm feeling a little paranoid, feeling fearful. And I am putting absolutely all my little thoughts on stay calm. And just trying to focus my eyes and see something, to figure out if there's anything I can do. As I am trying to force myself to stay calm.
A composure roll, Jason. Whatever skill you think is necessary in this, but your attribute will be composure.
Alright. Does hunger add on to this?
It does. You'll be replacing some of your dice with your hunger die.
Gotcha.
We got 5 of them.
That's how we get the frenzy out of this.
4 successes.
4 successes. Any bestial failures or crits I should know about?
No, unfortunately not.
You force back the fear. You're gonna be alright. You joined a fucking death cult. How insane is that? You left your family. You left comfort to join Zealots. Madmen who pick and choose from the words of Cain. You shouldn't be here. No. No. They're right. You're fine. This is fine. Victor's with you. He's with you, right? He's in the darkness somewhere. You're sure you can feel him? Surely he's there. Something is there. Something's touching you. Something's creeping up your arm. Cold and wet. Traces up the back of your neck. You swear you feel teeth on your throat. Is this what they felt like? Every victim? Will it hurt? There's a peace that washes over you. You are the clan of death. You could die here. You very well might die here. You regain your composure bit by bit. As something lurks and traces along your spine. Feeling every crease of your back, your arms, outlining the muscle tendons, tracing your vascular system. What's your thoughts, Jason?
My thoughts is that. My thoughts is that, well, Mama would be very upset knowing her child came all the way here and is now sitting in oblivion, currently getting, well, touched by ghost spirits, and perhaps may or may not have a friend holding him there, or maybe no friend. Who knows? There's a lot of people. But mostly I'm just kind of hoping that I'm not going to die. If I do die, I guess I'm already where I belong, depending on which teachings we're looking at. So, hopefully everything turns out fine.
Trey, Wesley on the outside. It's taking some time. When is he supposed to be pulled out?
Oh, I have no fucking idea. Parts of the ritual was kind of sketchy a little bit. So,
Is he supposed to enter frenzy?
I mean, maybe, I don't. Maybe not. Maybe on the verge of it. It is kind of. It's an experiment. It's a,
Trey, it's kind of dawning on you that there were holes you hadn't patched.
Yeah, it's 4 days,
Rejoin Jason. Jason, another composure roll. Whatever skill you wish. But I'd like to know it.
Honestly, anything you really recommend? I was going with insight before. Not really sure which one really applies here.
I can see insight.
Alright, then let's go with that again. Oh, okay, there we go. That's 4 successes and bestial failure. There we go.
Jason, creature is enveloping you now. Victor, you don't feel, see, hear anything. The only ties that you have are through the Vaulder. You can feel Jason's fear. You're trying to calm him. He's cut off from you now. Something's taken him. You grip your hand. It's difficult to tell if you still have hold of him. It might be the cloth of his shirt. Maybe you're imagining it. Did you lose a packmate? Jason. Something is gripping at you now. You're sure of it. You're positive. Its talons sink into your chest as it begins to feel the meal that it will have soon. It's savoring every second of this. You find your head pulling back, tense and painful. It peels back and it keeps forcing your head to look upwards. Jason, there's a light. Thank God there's a light. Castaway Shadow, you're released. Something descends and pulls the stake from your heart. Just blinding light casting away darkness. You hear words. Son of Adam, son of Eve. Thy crime is great, and yet the mercy of my Father is also great. Will you not repent the evil that you have done, and let his mercy wash you clean?
I will not. My mercy is my own.
You need not suffer as he did.
My suffering is my own, no others.
Quit this profane ritual. Seek the light, and the one above will forgive you.
I, the only one that will forgive myself. No other.
You don't see a face or a form or a figure. You feel sadness as it withdraws from this place. Something creeps around you as the light dies. Victor. Now. Something tells you in your heart you need to pull him out now.
I would grab onto what I'm certain it has to be him. I never let go. He couldn't have gone anywhere. It has to be. It fucking better be. And then pull out of the oblivion.
You pull and you step through. TREY, Wesley, you see Victor emerge. Shadows cling as he steps out of that doorway. Jason emerges with him. Naked. Scarred. No blood flowing, as he has very little to give. There are scratch marks along his back and deep gashes in his chest. The stake is still present. There's a look of horror on his face. You're seen, gentlemen.
I got you. Still trying to calm him a little bit before we remove the stake.
We want to bring down his person.
What?
Want to bring down his person.
Yeah. Yeah, go. Somebody.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
Retrieve Joshua Grand. What happens next, gentlemen? The scene is yours.
We're gonna let out the last little bit of blood to cause him to frenzy while Joshua Grand is set right in front of his face. And then pull the stake.
Jason.
I guess this would be a little bit of a hunger frenzy. And I am hungry, I'm scared, and I don't know what to feel. I felt scars, I felt pain. Now I have to get that pain back. I need to feed now. As soon as it's gone from my chest, I barely even look towards their face. All I see is my meal. All I see is something to keep me alive.
You drink, Jason. What was your humanity when you entered?
A 5.
You are now at 3. Jason feeds. Do you stifle the screams? Your bite is particularly painful.
In this moment, I'm biting down so hard, I don't know if he's really going to be able to scream. I'm slamming my jaws directly on his throat. This, if anything, he's only going to be able to gasp.
He gasps for air, choking on his own blood. You all see Jason drink. Trey. I need a roll from you. Your choice. It's going to be wits and either occult or insight.
Yeah, messy crit. 4 successes total.
You're convinced. A warrior of Cain rises. This isn't religious zealotry. You were right. This is confirmation. Of course you were right.
Daddy.
Eddie's always right.
Who's next?
Ah, dear.
That would be West.
Yep, it's West.
You want to keep your clothes on, or something?
I mean, I guess they just vanish anyways.
I don't know why his did. Mine are still here. Where that wasn't me.
Let me repeat what we did with with Jason.
You drain.
This time, though, as you're in Oblivion, I will be quoting scripture. Starting from the moment of you entering Oblivion, those will be the last words you hear from me.
Excellent. Wesley, you are staked. You are drained. What are your thoughts as your hunger rises as the beast comes to the surface?
Stay calm, because this is supposed to be a test. And if there's one thing West hates, it's failing.
The beast is eager. Your hunger rises. You'll pass this quickly and then you'll feed. And then they'll all see that you are worthy, that you are the strongest of them. All past mistakes wiped clean. Transgressions gone. Oblivion is your home. It's been a while since you visited. Victor?
Victor would be emboldened by the success of the first and has full faith.
The last thing the two of you hear is scripture from the Book of Nod. As you step through into the shadows. Wesley, there is no cold. There is no warmth. There's no sight or sound. It's empty here.
Success on the rouse check.
Excellent. Time passes. In the silence, in the absence of everything, Wesley. You think you can feel Victor's hand on your shoulder. It's the only sensation that there is. What are your thoughts?
West is sort of at peace. This is something he's always wanted, to be able to touch Oblivion. He's been trying to increase his power to get to this point.
Victor, you have hold of him. Confident. You're not going to let him slip.
But not overconfident.
Time passes. Bit by bit by bit. It's empty here. You think you feel the ground shift beneath your feet. The sensation is gone of Victor's hand. You're no longer standing. You're floating. Floating. You shouldn't float. In water, there's no air in your lungs, there's no buoyancy, you're a corpse. You shouldn't float. Logically speaking, it doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. You can part your lips just a bit, and you think, is that salt water? Your ears pick up sound, dulled, muffled sound. Something creeps around you, moving at your feet. Like a shark in the water, you're being circled. Something's here with you, watching and waiting. What are your thoughts, Wesley?
This, like I said, Wesley, to West, this is his home. So when he feels the feeling of someone watching, waiting, he wants them to try. It's sort of like, I dare you.
Give me a composure, whatever you need for your skill, whatever you think you would need to prove that you're not afraid.
This will go survival.
Fits.
Maximizing that dice pool. Four successes.
4 successes. What's the, detail me the vibe, Wesley. You posturing? Are you overconfident? You egging this thing on as best you can?
More like just eyeing down.
Understood. Victor, you think your hand is wet. You haven't slipped. You're sure of it. You're sure of it. Nothing could make you slip. There's nothing here. There's no water here. You try to feel for Wesley. He's cut off from you just like Jason was. It's okay, this is the process. Wesley. There's a voice in the darkness. Brave Shadowcaster. Have you come to seek me?
Depends on who you are.
Art thou a servant of Shalim?
Who?
Walk by my side. Travel with Apollyon.
Show me of what you speak. These names I do not know.
The darkness lifts just a bit. You are beneath the sea, Wesley. There is no shark. There is no life here. There is a great shadow that drifts along the surface. Beneath you, it circles. Would thou seek truth?
Yes.
Wouldst thou explore oblivion?
Explore.
Wouldst thou travel with the shadows?
I'd like to learn.
Then teach. Quickly, darkness takes you. You are whisked away, torn through water. Wesley, in the night sky, you see the world open before you. Knowledge. Profane magic. You feel your life falling behind you. You don't see angels. One by one, the lights of the world blink out and fall into the sea. Victor, you don't feel him. Confidence is gone. He's gone. What do?
I'm gonna try to reach out and bear hug where I thought he was, because I didn't feel Jason either when I pulled him out.
You grasp
This time it feels different, but
at shadows. You grasp at darkness. Grasp at nothing. He is mine, traitor. You hear this as you reach and grip for him. Eventually you think you find something. A hand. What do?
I'm gonna pull it out.
You pull back, withdrawing. Trey, Jason, if you have finished your meal and rejoined your ally, you see Wesley and Victor fall out of shadow. Victor falls and the shadows cling. Wesley falls out and the shadows grasp, pulling at his clothing, almost reluctant to let him go. They caress his face. A soft kiss goodbye. A whisper that they'll see you again. Just a loving touch of a forgotten lover. Withdraws and the door is just a door again. Wesley, you're not hungry. You're not scared. You're not anything. What was your humanity when you went in?
I had the highest of the group. You know me. High Humanity West is my nickname. Is 5.
You are now at 3 humanity. And your oblivion has been raised. Just a single dot.
Nice. 4 dots in oblivion, baby.
You don't feel the need to posture. You don't even care if you really pass this test.
West is just gonna get up and make his way out, like just silently go to leave.
Did he come out without the stake?
He did.
Oh.
Are you okay?
There's something I must do.
What?
Wait. Here. Well, I'm. Well, that's kind of breaking this little script of, are you good, man? You need to talk?
No, I'm fine. I've seen it all.
I heard. Being a member of them, I would know what I heard, right?
A whisper. A familiar voice. Yes.
Apollyon is not the way, West.
Ooh.
I'm not looking for a way. There's simply something I must see.
Wes, do you look at your friends?
No.
Jason, Trey, Victor. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk straight up to him, grab by the shoulder. Man, are you good?
You force him to look at you and you see his eyes are gone. At least the whites have been taken full stark black.
Wow.
I'm fine. But there's something I must see.
What do you mean?
Yeah, where are you going?
I don't know.
So you're just leaving us? Is that's what you're saying?
I'm going to the sea. You can come with me or not. It's up to you.
The sea.
He is fully given in to Shalim.
This
There is no stopping him.
clearly stop. We can just stop him right here. What do you mean he's giving in? No. Hold up. You don't. Why are you trying to go? There's nothing out there. We're the family.
I'll know when I see it.
Is this some like dominate type deal, or but you can't just let him go?
The only way you're going to keep him is by force. And even then, as soon as he has the strength, he will leave.
Will he ever return?
That is up to him. He may, or he may decide that that is the way that he wants to be, the path he wants to walk.
All right. So we let him go then? Shit, man.
Wesley, are
Your
you still
eyes,
in the
man.
room?
You know, Wesley would have kept walking as soon as they showed that they weren't going to stop him.
There's a hole,
Pocket.
gentlemen. A hole where Wesley used to be. Empty space. A brother lost. The Valdery. Its tie is gone.
I want to kill you, Wes, so bad.
All you guys hear is a really like sickly whistle as I depart.
Monique looks to you, Victor, and says, "Do we stop?"
We can't stop. The ritual is not complete.
Begrudgingly, who's next? Hannah or Monique?
Monique will go next. You prepare, perhaps a bit solemnly this time.
Eh. Angrily.
Victor. She's staked. You step through. How tight do you hold?
I would be. I thought I was holding the others as tight as I could, so it's gonna be the same, as tight as I can, without crushing her.
You hold. Time passes. There is a strange feeling in this place. Do you have something, Victor?
She gets a stain, and so do I.
Good to know. Time passes eventually, Victor. Claw marks reach you. You're being attacked in the darkness. It's not time yet, though. What do you do?
I'm gonna power through, holding her, and probably just take it for the pack.
Need a composure roll from you, Victor. Whatever you think you need for your skill to keep fighting through it.
I think that would survival suits it best.
By all means.
I'm gonna rouse the blood. Success. Five successes.
Five successes. You fight, you thrash. With one hand, you grip onto Monique, another you fight off whatever incursion is coming. Eventually, it's time. What do you do, Victor?
Grip on with both hands. And pull out.
You pull. Victor and Monique fall through the shadows. Outside. Jason, Trey, you see them. Monique has a few scratches, scars, new gashes cutting into her clothing. Her eyes wild. Her nails elongated. Victor looks worse for wear. As if he was defending her. As if, in this state, as if in this helplessness isn't a great word. Victor fought to keep his packmate.
Do you need time, Victor?
No. I can do this.
I'm kind of looking at Jason weirdly, thinking like, why the fuck is he the only one that came out naked so far?
I found some new set of clothes. Don't worry.
Who is next? What happens next?
It would be Hannah.
I'm not going in. No offense. But have you seen what happened so far? You guys are fucking insane. I'm not going.
Are you scared?
I'm not fucking going.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
You fear Kane's will?
You don't even know if this is Kane's will. You have no way of knowing this. What do you think Wesley saw? Was that Kane's will?
Wesley chose a different path. I'm almost certain of what he saw.
I'm not fucking going.
We'll be fine.
No. Has the stake been removed from Monique?
Well, yeah, we would have, before we even had this interaction, we would have brought her blood doll down and...
Trey, you had something.
I was gonna ask if I could do some stealthy shit and possibly stake her.
By all means. Go ahead and give me stealth and dexterity.
Can I rouse the blood on this?
By all means.
Feel bad for
Success.
poor Hannah.
I kind of do too. There's no kind of I do.
There's no crying in this spot. Toughen up.
Go they were like, oh.
Look, I was called off by one pack member leaving. All right. Hannah don't get the choice to just not do it. All right.
Yo. Yes, does remind me of the family.
6, no, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 successes with a regular crit.
6 successes. Very quickly, as you guys are arguing, Trey disappears and reemerges behind Hannah, sticking the stake through her heart. What do you say, Trey?
I just start reciting her clan's, words as I lay her down and proceed with the ritual.
You do this. Victor?
Alrighty then. It's gonna be a lot more difficult.
Oh. Boy, this doesn't bite us later.
There's no more free passes, Victor. There can't be.
Forced her here to begin with. But she's gonna hate you.
Victor, you step through.
He gets a stain too.
Good to know. You step through.
I'm gonna eat before I do trays.
Darkness takes you again, Victor. You keep grip on Hannah.
In the darkness, she would get a lot of. Is she blood bonded enough with us by now for her to get my emotions and feelings?
You guys have had 4 days. If you do the Volder every day, then yeah.
So she's probably gonna get like some remorse. 'Cause Victor isn't happy. He's kind of sad that it went down like that. But it's also gonna get like the feeling of necessity. Something that we as a pack need. And I've got her.
Understood. Victor, you hold fast. What are your thoughts?
Just counting the time, and I'm not gonna let her go.
You hold. You grip. You are confident. You haven't lifted a finger. Iron locked in place. You hold on to Hannah. Fabric goes limp. After some time, it doesn't matter when you pull out now, Victor. Time for her will never come. What do you do?
Is that like the thought inside my head? Or
It's your intuition.
gonna stay a little bit longer.
You do this.
Maybe if I try just a little bit more, a little bit longer.
You wait. Choice is yours, Victor. How long do you wait?
I'll come out now. Probably 3-4 minutes longer than with the others.
Jason, Trey. Victor withdraws from the shadow, pulling Hannah with him. She is gray and wrinkled, her hair thin now. She looks sad. Vitae is draining from her tear ducts. What do you do?
Is the connection kind of like severed like it was with West, or is it still there?
Still there.
I'll bring a blood doll down.
Trey, do you continue chanting?
Yeah, I still continue to read Kane's word.
What am I feeling from her?
Acceptance. Do you pull the snake?
As soon as her touchstone is there, same as before.
Pull the snake. She takes a gasp. And she recites in tandem with Trey words from the Book of Nod. And yet I will root out the bad seed. I will weed out the worst of you. I will prune my dark tree in the manner that my father Adam taught me. And she begins to crumble to ash. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. 2 down, 2 to go. NPCs complete. Hope the rest of you get out of this alive. Does anyone have anything to plug?
You
Memorial
would
house is near you for the bodies of the fallen.
Hop on the Shalene wave.
You expect us to plug stuff after that?
We have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us on Twitter @_Rolling Nomads. Best way to keep up to date with us with our scheduling, new programming, things like that. @_Rolling Nomads to follow us and for updates and for new programming, late starts, all the good stuff. When we're going live, all those announcements, all those things. Twitter is fucking imploding. It's a nightmare now, so we may be making a switch. Although I'll be honest, I'm very hesitant to join any other social media because you never know what the fuck it's going to turn into. You're going to have to wait and see if there's going to be, actual Nazis on social media platforms. But for now, we're still on Twitter watching this, watching that shit burn, dude. Wild.
Bro, that Elon shit, dog. Oh my god.
So, that's @_Rolling Nomads on Twitter. You can find us. And these episodes will be going up on YouTube very shortly. I was in the midst of editing, and then my external hard drive took a giant shit. So Book of Saints is likely going to end up being a mass upload at the end of the season. Data recovery is expensive. For the time being, though, you can find episodes of Scion Godsend and our new show, D&D, Colder Than a Twitch's Wit, over on YouTube. YouTube.com/rollingnomads. Book of Saints episodes getting updated very soon, hopefully. I'll keep you up to date via our Twitter. You can find us right here, twitch.tv/rollingnomads, every Friday for Book of Saints, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. For this stuff, profane, unspeakable Sabbat rituals, beauty, really. You can find us over on Sunday on twitch.tv/The Onyx Path for Scion Godsend. That's over at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's for our Scion Godsend Chronicle for all of the godly things, and they're going to go fight a king in yellow. It's going to be very interesting. Then at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you can find us right back here, twitch.tv/rollingnomads, for that D&D campaign that we just started last Sunday. That first episode is up on YouTube, Cold and Twitch's Wit. Very excited. Fuck Derek. For context, you'll need to watch the episode. Fuck Derek. Derek's a piece of shit.
Damn.
Not my Derek, right?
Not your Derek. Yeah, that's us. We do also do gaming on Wednesdays. We'll be moving back to Mondays very soon. Yeah, we'll finalize things. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. For the time being, we're doing like Terraria, Conan. If Edge would rejoin us again, we might do something different. But, I mean, you just sitting there talking to us, talking shit sometimes.
Y'all motherfuckers playing Terraria.
We will 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can find us playing Terraria, Conan, things like that. Games of some sort for that week. Kind of just decide last minute. But yeah, that's us in a handbasket. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Yeah, we're golden. Me and myself have been your storyteller, Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere. That's TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, other things. All the things under the name at Ramos the Nomad. Yeah, that's us in a handbasket. Do you have anything for us? Anybody have anything for us? Anything? Anything.
Tug and Shalene gang.
Oh, Shalene. Oh my god, they're whack.
Where are my clothes?
We will see you guys next Friday, same time, same place.
Dude, where are my pants?
Same K-Nights. See you then.